Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This goes out wide for Drake. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the move to his left. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back to throw. Smith catches left side. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get it.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They won at 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope. The good things are in store here today for them.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On play action, they'll throw. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Boye Mafe. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Why would the tackle not pick up the new line?
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will make it 6-0. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position. Really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
It's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Back to throw here. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. on 4th down, ready to punt. Michael Dixon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taken in at the 22. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple-option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, step back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. The Eagles at 4-12 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Bro, untouched!
And he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
You just wait for it on 4 for 3 times. You didn't say nothing, man. Let's go!
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for Philly. And even 40 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll drop to throw. Throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. Sanders will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. First and 10.
What?
And some space here.
What the fuck is that?
Pushes past him.
What the fuck was that?
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 13-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 2nd and 9 now. And this one complete to Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
I thought he was going to get off. Looked like he was getting off at first.
They'll look to throw. Open man downfield is Sanders. He's got it. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. This guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game.
Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. A great play there. Scoring on the sneak from a yard out. As those guys are able to extend their lead. Contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? But now if they wanted to, they could move the ball up to the 1 and go for 2.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because normally the ball's at the 2 when you go for 2. But if they wanted now, enforce the penalty to the 1. But if they wanted to kick it, right, don't they just move it up?
Yeah, just move it up to the 10.
Right, move it up to the 10 if they still wanted to kick it.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. The penalty got them half the distance to the goal down to the 1, made that try a little easier.
Yeah, without a doubt. And it opens up your playbook, doesn't it? From the 1-yard line, run, pass, do whatever you want there. And they did it successfully.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Double team Aaron Donald or somebody else.
Now back to throw. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for a sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Williams brings it in. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw again.
He got you.
And this is caught by Williams. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
That he's got it.
Boy!
Touchdown.
Oh, that nigga was falling backwards. Got contact in the air and didn't even fall. He just glitched standing up.
Into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
What?
Lambeau on for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he's able to take this one up to the 35.
I just want to try. Let's see.
Let's go now. Ready?
Got him in. It's Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. That one good for 26 and a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long, had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Striker, 3-3.
They're going to look to throw. And it's caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders.
Damn it!
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Buying time to his left. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Disastrous outcome there on 3rd and goal. They lose 9 yards on the sack.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
The kick by Elliott is good, and the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get,
but
keep
no
maneuvering,
pick, so
keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going.
Bro, what?
No mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals.
Why did y'all put me on all the other DBs except the ones that was by him?
And touchdown, Seattle.
And CD, we have
I'm
seen
thinking I'm trying to make a
last
tackle on the nigga that's right here by him now.
We can at least
If
put
you're
this one in our top
15 yards
five.
away and he dives.
Gallop there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Taken from about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Oh, nice move. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play. I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Running right. Here's Sanders.
We out of their mouths. We out of their mouths. We out of their mouths.
To the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Elliott now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll set up to throw. This is caught by Williams. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And it's fielded at the 34. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
Because I was waiting to just take the bitch and run left. By the time I got it, everybody was right there.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because
it's intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Ready, ready. Three.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
You said who? Oh, Reed? Yeah.
One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
He made it to the first round of the playoffs, or he was like in contention for it. I don't know. I think he made it. Yeah, this year not so much.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Walker with another carry.
And some room to maneuver.
Bruh.
He's down after a very nice game. 1st and goal.
Running.
Got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Walker.
Oh, sir, nigga. Oh, I'm about to say. How about they gave it to him?
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Now receiver in motion left.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Ken Walker, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close. One-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Ready?
He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First target, first catch, and a first down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along.
They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
You ain't breaking that.
Reinforcements come in.
That's really like 2nd and 15.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
They got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And this offense on 3rd down today, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He's got his tight end fan.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Trying the left side with Walker. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
143 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run again with Walker, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And this one too low.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Give me that.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Now a carry for Sanders. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On the counter now with Sanders. And he's got room. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, an 80-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
Elliott good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
I don't know why the fuck he went inside James Robinson.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles, but they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, landing NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. And you mixed in a few of those, but most of the players are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
He's got his tight end. It's Chris Manhertz. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
They get 25 yards out of that one. And it's good enough for a Seattle first. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And some room to work.
164 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Back to Walker on first down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visited and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Philadelphia,
they do get one final win, but it finishes off a 5-12 campaign.
And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for Seattle,
they will indeed limp to the finish line, unfortunately, as they close out a 6-11 campaign.
And this is a team that has a few good pieces in place, but could stand to get deeper and younger all around.
Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded All your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call hit boys for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, should I take 9? Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining